Hello friends, welcome to a new video. I need a little bit of a reset in my crafty space and my crafty life. And my birthday's coming up. My birthday's on Sunday. It's currently Tuesday. I'm going to be turning 31. So I took a day off of work and I'm going to be running a half marathon that morning on Friday. That's the plan. Although now there's going to be storms, so I'm going to see how the schedule works out and the weather. But that's the plan. It's like by myself. Like it's not like a race with other people, so it's flexible at the time. So I'm excited about that. And otherwise, I've just been hanging out and crafting, but I wanted to reset my space. So I thought I'd bring you along for that because it's not like messy, but it's just been stagnant and there's a lot of little to-dos around my office. So I want to take care of those today. And then I've been doing a few like knitting swatch projects. So I can show you what I'm doing there. And then on Friday, I wanted to go to the craft store because if I finish my half marathon, I want to make myself a ribbon made of fabric or something, but I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. So we're going to do that. But priority number one is getting the space together. So let me flip the camera around. Okay, so here's what I'm seeing. This is like my desk space. Over here I have like my race stuff set out. I got this vest to run in and I feel so cute wearing it. Gonna try and get ready for the race, but maybe I'll move this in a minute. And then I have my knitting set up. I've been watching some Zachary Michael videos. And then here's my knitting. I'm working on this pink knitting swatch. I'm thinking about making a moth tee, which is like a really cute knitting pattern. But then I was also thinking maybe I could make it with this yarn. So I might make a few swatches and see what I want to actually make. So that's what I have going on over here. Kind of crazy. Oh, and this knitting project is the balaclava I'm making. Let me insert footage of me picking out this yarn and starting this pattern so you can see what I'm on about. I am about to cast on a new project. I have this mohair. I got it a few months ago. It was an impulse buy, honestly, when I was at a local yarn store. And it's this multicolor mohair with these greens and blues and purples and like even some neon green in there and some gold. It's like very earthy and pretty and like jewel tones kind of too. Very, very pretty yarn. And I've been wanting to use it. It's been like looking at me in the eyes, telling me to make something with it for so long. And I currently don't have, well, I have one pair of knit socks going, but other than that, I don't have any projects going crochet or knit wise. So I think it's time to use the mohair. And I decided I want to pair it with this yarn, which is just some basic cream white wool, and this is in the brand Blue Sky Fibers, and it's the wool stock worsted yarn. And together they make a nice pairing because it really makes this color shine. So I'm excited about it, and I want to do a knit stitch. I found this balaclava pattern that it's like a hat if you don't know what those are. I love wearing them. I live in Minnesota, so it gets like cold, like snowy and cold, and I like balaclavas because they keep my whole head warm. I've made one before. I even have a pattern for it for crochet, but I wanted to try a knit one because I've never made a knit balaclava. So that's the plan. That's the goal. And this is the yarn. All right, I'm at my crafting desk now. So thankful to have a crafting desk, by the way. That's something I've always wanted in my life, and very, very thankful. Here it is. Here it is cast on. The pattern is just called Balaclava by Brian Smith. So it's a free pattern, and it's worked in garter stitch starting at the top, and then I think you work like around the head and finish at the bottom. So this is just the beginnings of it, but it's looking so pretty, and it's in garter stitch. I love the way garter stitch looks. Like before I did knitting, I like stocking it more, but after being a knitter for a while, I prefer garter more. I think it has better texture, and I think it's just like more interesting to look at, in my opinion. I still like knit stitch, but I feel like garter stitch is very textured. I love the bumps and stuff. Let's go. Here's the two balls I'm using. Oh, it's so fun. Let's knit a row together. So currently knitting on like the top of the hat, and I've been putting a stitch marker every 10 rows. I have such a hard time counting stitches for some reason without marking them, so I marked it, but going well. I'm almost to the top of the head, and then after that I will, oops, I missed a little mohair. I have to make sure I go through both the wool loop here and the mohair string to make sure I don't drop a loop. But yeah, I'm just working on the top of the balaclava, the top of the balaclava right now. It's looking so pretty. And I'm using 3mm needles. The pattern called for 4, but I did not meet gauge with 4. I had to use 3mm. So that's where I'm at. There's a quick row. That's so pretty. I wanted to work on this just because I wanted to like feel happy looking at the yarn, and boy is it working. So at this point, I think I'm almost ready to do like the bottom band of this balaclava, like knitting it. And I think it's going to be so cute. I'm loving how the color is working up, and I tried it on and it's like fits me, but it's very snug. So I hope that like I can add more with the band, like more area around the face and stuff to make it more tight. So I think I will be able to though. I think that's part of the pattern. So I think it's going to be amazing. Let me try it on for you. It's so cute. It's like a little bonnet right now. Okay, but I think I'll be able to like add some ribbing here. Kind of. Yeah, I don't know if it's long enough or not, because it has like some ribbing on the bottom and then some around the face hole. So I'm just looking at myself in it, trying to see how it looks. I don't have a mirror over here. So cute. But before I do more knitting and swatching, I have all this random knitting I want to do. But before I do all that, I do want to pick up and reorganize a little bit. Over here, this is where I've actually started working. Over here, I have some things that have been sitting in this corner for like months, like maybe 3 months. Donations for the thrift store. So let me show you what's in here. It is yarn. I have all sorts of yarn. It's this Tough Puff yarn from Knit Picks. I was gonna make the Sailor slippers, but I don't think this yarn works for it. So I feel really stupid, and I don't think I'll actually use this yarn. So I'm gonna donate it because it's been kind of haunting me for a while. And then I have a book in here. I want to donate a H.P. Lovecraft book. I didn't like this book. It put me to sleep so many times. I don't know if I just am not a very good reader. And it also has like weird stuff going on. So I'm going to donate that book as well. And then I have another box of donate. Okay. So it's just like some clothes in here and then some random stuff like some purses, random stuff like that. I don't feel like getting it all out, but I need to get this stuff in my car and get it out of my line of vision immediately. Behind me, I have this 3-tiered cart, which has become a catch-all bucket tray thing for my craft room, and I'm gonna empty it out. I already emptied out the bottom. It had some books and some of these like hacker books that I'm gonna put in the living room, and then I'm just gonna clear the rest out and maybe use this as like a current whip shelf slash yarn I aspire to use very soon shelf. Let's see how that feels. Low-key forgot about this project. I want to make my dog a matching sweater to my fiance because This is the leftover from his sweaters, so we're gonna set this out and put this on the shelf in the end. And then otherwise I have scraps up here, and then I have some random like Liz arts and crafts stuff. So I'm gonna actually keep this stuff up here because I like the way this stuff works. Oh, and I had a random free pattern in there. Keep that. It's my favorite pattern. Okay, I got this 3-tiered shelf to have all my current whips on it, nice and organized. And then my closet, thankfully, is already very organized from how I did it last time. On this shelf, I have special crafts. I have books and cutting materials for like cutting paper. I have glue and tape, clay supplies, colored pencils, acrylics, paint, acrylic paint. And then this whole shelf is like knitting and fiber arts. So this is like my blocking supplies and my dowels, random kits I have, my knitting needles. I have this tin my fiance gave me. Whenever he like gets a tin from his projects, he's like, do you want this? And this one has all of my like rotary cutters in it. It's like the perfect size for that, so love that. And speaking of that behavior, he also got me this like super small little crate. Look how cute this is. I don't have anything in it yet, so up here I keep like my empty boxes. I don't know what this little crate will be for, but it's so cute. And then embroidery stuff here, and then felt and stuffing in this box. And then the next shelf is all yarn and more yarn and a Woobles kit I'm gonna do this winter. I've had it for a freaking year and a half. I got it secondhand, and I'm gonna finally do my first Woobles kit, so come back in a few months. Speaking of, like, what if I did Vlogmas? I probably won't, but maybe I'll do weekly vlogs this year. And then on the bottom shelf I have all of my crochet and knit pieces, and then all of my paper crafting supplies. Like, I have tons of paper, tons and tons of paper. You know me, you know I've got paper. And then chenille yarn. It's my closet. It's perfect. I'm gonna shut it. Little me. She would love our closet. This corner is giving me so much serotonin. It's perfectly clean. My favorite aesthetic mess desk is still my aesthetic mess. Oh, for my birthday run, I wanted to put new stars on because my old ones fell off my shoes eventually because I used cotton yarn. So this time I'm going to use like maybe fishing wire or something to secure them, and I am gonna do different colors because this is what I have available. I really like the yellow, so I'm gonna pick the yellows out. Green, very cute. Orange ones, super cute. Maybe I'll do this one. This orange is perfect. A blue one would be pretty. And then red, and maybe like that. Ooh, sun's coming out. Something like that. I don't know, just something super colorful and fun. It is Wednesday now, the next day, and I am getting ready for my half marathon. It was going to be on Friday, but the weather is so inclement on Friday. There's going to be a huge storm on Friday morning, and I don't know when it's going to end. And so I decided I'm going to run my marathon, half marathon, tomorrow on Thursday. So the race is on, the race is coming up soon, and I'm excited. It's just like, I don't remember if I said or not, but it's just when I'm planning for myself. It's just going to be me out there by myself. So it's like, that's why I was able to move it. And I took an extra day off work and I'm so excited. So excited. So I'm here now with my shoes. I do have a craft I need to do before my run. So let's get to it. So I have my shoes here and I'm going to be putting star beads on them. I actually did this once a few months ago and the beads eventually fell off because I used cotton yarn to secure them. So they eventually snagged and just fell off, and that's my fault. Like, whatever, it's life, that happens. So I'm going to redo it with fishing line to secure it. And I have my stars here. I decided I'm going to do red, yellow, and green on one shoe, and then blue, yellow, and orange on the second shoe. Real quick, while I'm like getting this wire ready, I just wanted to say that like I never thought I would be able to, oh, here's the wire. It is pretty green, that's not the worst. I never thought I'd be able to like do this, like run a half a marathon. That's like a very, very far distance to me. So I just want to pop on here and say that, like, I'm really proud of myself. I haven't even done it yet, but I'm really proud of myself for what I'm doing. And just know, like, you can do it too. Like I don't know, do what you like and what makes you feel good. And like, any progress that you find is good, like celebrate yourself and like do fun things to celebrate it. Cause like, I don't know, fitness achievements are worth celebrating. And like, don't let other runners make you think like this isn't enough, or you aren't fast enough, or you aren't like worthy of wearing a running vest because you aren't going far enough, or you don't need snacks on your run because you weren't going fast enough or far enough. Like, do whatever you feel like and have fun with it and celebrate your wins and have your friends celebrate you and celebrate your friends' wins, whatever they're doing, like whatever their goals are, just support it instead of like offering advice or telling someone what they're doing isn't as good as like what you see online or something. Like, that's just random, but I'm really proud of myself and it's just something I never thought I'd be able to do, and it's very like unexpected. And I only decided this like a month or two ago. I was like, I feel like I could run a half marathon. And that sounds so far to me, but I feel like I can do it. So like, I'm just really proud of myself for where I am. And like, I don't know, I just saw like a Reddit comment while I was reading earlier today, and it was like, I don't even drink water or eat breakfast on the morning of a half marathon because it's just like not even a big run to me. And I was like, I don't need to hear that. I'm going to be eating snacks on the way. So, yeah. Just thought I'd pop in and say that. Celebrate your wins and celebrate your friends' wins. You guys are doing amazing. Anyone else have to add too much blue, Jean, or is it just me? In my head, like 2 seconds before I did that, I was like, it'd be really stupid if I spilled this on my shoe. But it's fine. It's just a little bit. I know the perils of super glue so hard. I don't know why I did that over my shoe. Thanks for being here for my journey. My shoe's fine. They turned out so cute. Besides my mishap, of course, what a big fail, but I'm happy. So since I'm done with my shoes now, I'm happy, and I think everything is prepped for my half marathon. I'm going to just craft. I'm going to do some knitting and just have a good afternoon and unwind a little. Hey, I'm so excited. I'm gonna make a swatch for the moth tee. I need to make a stockinette swatch, a 1x1 rib swatch, and a 2x1 rib swatch. in various sizes. And I'm going to be using this yarn, which is the brand Originally Lovely, but it's alpaca and wool mix. And it has this very like floofy texture. And I was going to make the boyfriend sweater for my fiance, but I don't think he'll like it. Like, respectfully, I think he would rather have a color work thing eventually. So I don't know. And I don't feel like knitting, I don't know, I don't love the yarn that much, but I want to try it out because I think it would be really pretty as a moth tee, because the moth tee has this very like, almost like a vampire-y vibe, and this color reminds me of a vampire. So that's it. That's my inspiration, and I'm going to try and work with it because I've had this yarn for a while and I was going to get rid of it, like donate it, but I'll try it out for the moth tee. If I still don't like it, maybe I'll get rid of it, because I don't know if I like working with this texture, but I'm going to give it one more shot because it's been a while. So that's where I'm at. And then I have these 5.5 millimeter needles, and we'll see if that's good, because it says this uses a 4 to 6 millimeters. So we'll swatch it. If it doesn't work, well, I'll do 5 millimeter, but that's the plan. I'm going to make a coffee and then get to swatching this. But first, coffee. Alrighty, I just laid these out to dry outside. I have a 1x1 swatch, the stockinette stitch swatch, and the 2x2 swatch. So it's super hot out, so these probably will dry really fast, and they're kind of in the sun over here. Actually, they're not, but actually they will be. So yes, they're in the sun over here, so it'll be perfect. So I'm excited. I think I'm going to like this. I like it, but I need to see how it is after I block it, of course. So I hope I can start my moth tee tomorrow after my run. That'll be the perfect chill activity after. But it is the next day and I did it. I did my half marathon. What? We did it. So I'm proud of myself because I did my half marathon. I ran 13 miles and I was so fast. And I just can't believe I did it. So I'm happy, proud of myself. I'll insert some pictures. And now I want to make myself an award ribbon, like a finisher. I did it, my half marathon birthday ribbon. So I got a bunch of supplies set out, and I also bought a glue gun. So I'm ready for this project. I've seen some people make like similar things on TikTok or Instagram Reels. So I went and looked at some videos earlier today while I was decompressing after my run, and I got some inspo, some ideas, and I have a lot of ideas. I think it's going to be really cute. So let me show you what I have going on. Here is all my stuff. You can tell it's going to be amazing already. Like, I feel really good about all this. So I got these ribbons at Michael's. It was like a pack of random colors together. And the color inspo, I guess I should start with that, is blue and pink based on the outfit I was wearing. I had like navy-ish blue pants on, somewhere between these two blues. So these two are going to complement each other well and give the vibe of the shorts I was wearing. And then on top I was wearing a shirt that was this color, essentially like a fuchsia, and then also a pink running vest. So I got these two pinks out. I got some of these colors today, and then I had some of them in my stash. Not that it really matters. So trying to use what I have, but also I got some stuff like this ribbon to help me out. And then I have an embroidery hoop, so I'm going to use that to make like a circle, a fell, and do some embroidery and stuff. And then I got these, or I have these um, random flowers. I think they'll be perfect for this if I can get them to stick on. Oh yeah, I have a glue gun. That's the big update. I got a glue gun. This is my first ever glue gun. Happy birthday to me. I got myself a glue gun. It's $5, and I got some glue sticks that were $2, so it's like a pretty good deal. And I got this light green one. There were color options. There was pink one. Other options, I got green. And then I have these felt stars, which I think will be perfect. So I got those out, and then I got out this embroidery floss multicolor pack. So feeling good. Oh, and then I got these. Got these at the store, so I can make a phrase like happy birthday, or like you did it, or like a lyric from a song or something like that. I think it actually might do a lyric from a song or something, but let's get to crafting. I'm going to start by doing some embroidery, I think. I have an energy drink to get me through the afternoon, and I'm watching on my TV, not my TV, my computer over here, an Alicia Marie vlog. Like, I used to love her vlogs. Here, I'm watching some Alicia Marie vlogs. I love her. I used to watch her a lot, like 10 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. And then I randomly was like, oh, I'll see what she's doing. She's like in the same house as when I watched her last. And like her sister just got married, and it's just fun to like catch up with like YouTubers as they age. Like, just, I feel like this is an old friend or something. So, and it's inspiring me to like vlog and make like crafty videos, even though it's like different. But who have you been watching on YouTube lately? Let me know. Oh, we're learning our lesson. I'm gonna put a piece of cardboard down under this. I meant to do that before I laid all this stuff out. I'm not getting glue on my desk like I did my shoes. I just finished this and I take a step back and I put B-Day half marathon. Okay, so I have to redo the R. I don't know why I thought that was an R. I need to make it an H. Half marathon. This took me so long, like over an hour, and my hand hurts, so I'm like kind of annoyed that I have to redo it, but it's really cute. I can't wait to accessorize it now and do like all the fun stuff. Yay, I fixed it. B-Day half marathon. I'm so happy with this. So let's turn it into a little award. I'm gonna sew these stars on now, and then I'm gonna cut around the circle and make like a poof. Okay, it's time to test the glue stick. I'm gonna do it on this piece instead of my perfect piece. actually looks really good. I don't want to mess it up, but I'm gonna do the other one now. Got it all over my fingers, but I want to redo my nails soon anyways. They look good, but I want to do fresh color for the weekend. My birthday weekend. Gonna be 31. Excited. Have some fun plans. I'm gonna get some Italian food tomorrow and I don't know, do some other fun stuff. I was struggling to get these beads on, but I ended up getting them, and I like secured it every 2 beads. Like I secured the string through the felt, so now they don't like fall down. They're nice and cute. Okay, and then I have to do one more word right here, miles. 13 miles, 31. All right, friends, so I have cut all of these little ribbons and I'm gonna fold them in half and super glue them shut like this, and then like put them all around. It's gonna be very cute. I'm a little bit nervous to use the glue gun again, but it's gonna go well. I have it heating up now, hopefully. It is the next week now. I had an amazing birthday weekend. I had a really good time. I ran my half marathon, so I ran 13 miles and I made this to celebrate, and it turned out so freaking cute. Like, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I started with like a blue and pink and purpley theme to match the outfit I wore on my run, and from there I just exploded with color and texture. I added beads. I added these like Taylor Swift-esque like bracelet, friendship bracelet beads that say 13 miles on top, and on the bottom it says 31, which is my age. B-Day half marathon in embroidery. That part took a really long time. This whole thing took me 6 hours of like crafting time to do. It took me 4 hours the first day, then 7 hours to like, or 2 hours the next day to finish it up. And this is what the back looks like. I ended up I don't think I filmed it, but for the last part, I just took a bunch of ribbons and just super glued them on the back. And then I super glued a piece of ribbon for the neck part, so it can fit around my neck. So cute. So I'm really happy with it. Yeah, this is my first time doing this like technique with the ribbon where I like folded it over and glued it on, and it turned out really cute. So I will definitely be making an award again in the future if like the occasion comes up. Maybe not as intricate as this one, because this one took me a really long time, but I'm really happy with it. I think it turned out really cute. So happy about that. It was like the most fun craft ever. I definitely recommend doing something like that, like easy and fun, just to connect with like your creative self, because I just went ham on that and had such a good time. And then my final update I'll be sharing here is my moth tea swatches. I ended up making some swatches, so I don't like holding them up in the light because they look see-through, but this is the swatch for like the shirt portion using 5mm hooks. I was debating if I should go down a hook size or not because it's a little bit gappy, but also if I went down a size it wouldn't be as like flowy, so I wanted to do like favor flowy instead of the denseness of the fabric. So here's that main swatch, and then I also did swatches in 2x2 ribbing here, and then 1x1 ribbing. And they all turned out really cute. Since they turned out really cute, I was able to cast on the moth tee. So I have that just barely started here. A few hours worth of work, and I'm just working it up. It's like raglan style, so it starts at the top. This will be like the neckline, and hopefully it'll be really cute. I really like this color. I don't love the yarn. I don't like the texture that much, but I need to use it because I have it in my stash, and I'm really trying to use what I have and not buy any new craft supplies. Like, I bought a few things for my birthday weekend, but I don't want to like go crazy. Speaking of, let me show you the one that like splurged, not splurged, but the one random thing I got. I got this embroidery hoop with the moon on it, and then it has like gold sequins and like gold string. I'm excited to get started on this. I might start this one soon because I have a knit project going. I also have a pair of knit socks going, but I'd like to do another random project because this one just filled me with so much joy. I had so much fun, so proud of myself. I also had a really good weekend otherwise, ate a lot of yummy food. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I want to get back into making vlogs, so I'm going to try and make another vlog next week. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.